Right, I'm just going to lead a short anti-anxiety mindfulness technique for anybody that is struggling with feeling like they are feeling anxious or in a bit of a kind of panic, frenzy, feeling a lot of fear, that sort of thing. So it's just a very fast tool. I mean, you can do this in like anything from 1 minute actually. They lead I'm going to lead like a few minutes, and you can do this anywhere really. It's a really good tool to have. Like you can just do this on the bus. Not that we have a bus anymore, but well, there is one, but it's empty. But you can do this anywhere. And what's happening at the moment, I think, with a lot of people, is they're getting kind of triggered into this fight or flight response. We're in a time where things are a little bit insecure, there's some uncertainty around, there's a lot of panic, there's a lot of vulnerable people out there that are quite rightly so, feeling very panicked. And obviously the worst thing about being in this response is that stress instantly lowers the immune system. So it's really important that you just, especially if you're in self-isolation, you really have to try and really manage your mental health, manage your body, and just do what we can to just try and keep yourself well and healthy. And we have to start really with making sure we're not in this fight or flight mode, basically. So yeah, I'll just run you through it now. So we're just going to start by getting ourselves ideally in a seated position. Wherever you are, you can do it sitting on a chair, you can do it lying on the floor. It's just a few minutes. It's just something that you can kick in. It's something that's like a tool that you can carry wherever you are. So ideally with a straight back, and ideally if you are sitting, you want to raise the hips up a little bit so that a cushion underneath is perfect. And I would advise closing the eyes. It just can help you tune in a little bit more to your body. The point of this is that we're coming out of the head and into the body. And when you're in the body, you can't be in the head at the same time. So your brain can be at one place or the other. So by doing this technique again and again, you are activating the parasympathetic nervous system. It's really good for sleeping. It really comes out of this kind of worrying mind, and it just gives the body a chance to just kind of connect and relax, and you can ground a little bit more. So we're just going to start by closing our eyes, if that feels comfortable for you, or you can leave them open. And what we're going to be doing is just engaging the 5 senses. So we're just going to engage our sense of smell. Notice how the room smells. Just tuning into this sense. And sounds, noticing any sounds inside the room, outside the room. And just noticing any sensations in the body. What can we feel? Any tingling, any tightness. Just noticing. We're not trying to control anything, we're just noticing it. So we're just becoming an observer of our experience in this moment. And we're just going to notice our connection to the floor. And just noticing how that feels. And our feet on the ground, on the floor. And we're always going to use the breath as an anchor, so we can just keep coming back to this sensation of the breath going in and out of the body. So if you ever get lost in this, we come back to the breath as an anchor. And we just notice what's happening with the breathing. Just noticing the whole body breathing, the whole movement of the body. And noticing any sensations, any hot, any cold, any tingling. So I'm going to feel my whole body breathing. Always going to start in my feet. I'm always going to start with this connection to the ground. Just noticing how the body moves with the breath. Noticing any sensations. noticing if it feels hot or cold in your fingertips. Do they feel cold or hot? And we're just going to start to move the fingertips a little bit, the toes. So it's literally just a few minutes, and that's kind of a really good tool, like a daily few minutes tool. It's not going to take hours out of your schedule. So if you are at work, or even if, like, I often use it if I know that I'm going to have a reactive moment, or somebody sends me something like a stressful email, it's a really good one to do before I respond, so I can really just come back into myself for a minute and just check in with myself. I hope you found that helpful. Anything else I wanted to say? Yeah, so there we are. That's an anti-anxiety tool. It's just a short little burst, and I'll be back with more another time. Thanks.